Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. So last time we fought Archer and got poisoned for our efforts. Right now we're gonna go into part two, which is basically the second map, and yeah, let's just go on ahead. On day four. Just in case, I'll check out the nurse's office. If nothing else, I'll worry less afterwards. This is Vaccine, a toxin from a yew tree. It's quite terrifying natural poison. I don't know how much of it I can treat with my ability, but I'll do what I can. You can't let this happen to you again. You only have one body, okay? Treat it well. Sakuramato administers a detox treatment to me on a bed in the nurse's office. She must be giving me treatment because it was inflicted outside the elimination battles. While I dwell on that thought, the doors at the nurse's office open, admitting a surprise visitor. Hey, Dan. The unexpected caller is my enemy. Oh, sorry. Master, I tried to ready myself, but I have no strength to call upon. However, his actions greatly betray my expectations. I've destroyed the noble phantasm, the sources of poisoned arrows. Their effect should dissipate. Please accept this token of my apology, if only to humor me. What does this man standing by my bed mean by he disabled his noble phantasm? And Archer, I'm disappointed in your use of underhanded tactics, loosed without my permission. To break the sovereign rules of battlefield is to sunder the fabric of our character. There's wars between individuals, not countries. There is no longer any need to resort to savagery. A quiet confession. There's something unshakable about his conviction underlying in those solemn words. Archer, your master Dan Blackmore commands you with the force of command seal. I hereby forbid any attack on enemy masters with your U-bow while on campus. What? Are you crazy, boss? I thought you wanted me to this to be easy when... Of course. And I will not lose. My victory is the natural outcome of the situation. However, Archer, I speak only with my own resolve. My fight and yours are separate. There are circumstances in which we may not win. My victory is not the same as yours. The command seals free absolute commands that masters can give their servants. Astonishingly, this old knight in front of me just used one of his command seals to force his own servant to fight fairly. Please understand my servant acted improperly and against my deepest wishes. I intend to grasp victory only on the battlefield proper. I hope you can forgive this incident. And off he goes. That said, then turns around and walks off. Matrix 2. Did you hear? The old guy leaked the name of a service noble phantasm master. He even used one of his command seals. He's getting a penalty from this sneak attack too. He's scary determined, but even Moss can overcome a rock. Kinda like love can conquer all. Huh? What a bother. Alright, what do we have programmed for today? My electronic chiming sounds from my terminal. The secondary cipher key has been generated. The second trigger has appeared. Need to fight before the elimination battle begins. I better head to the arena while I still can. Alright, let me see. What do we have today? We got Taiga, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess we have the Matrix too if you want to read it a little bit. There you go, it's there, you can pause it if you want to read it. I already read it in Saber playthrough, so I'm not gonna read all the matrices again. Right, let's go see if Caster has anything special to say. Alright, nothing new, just a generic thing for this level. Alright, let's go talk to Taiga, and then go into the thing. Actually, I wanna check, do we have levels? No. Ah, my permission! So it was in your arena after all. Thank you so much for getting it for me. Hey, I can finally share this with everyone. Oh, I just remembered something. Takano, the student asked me for help, but you to do a better job. Could you help me with them instead? Sure, why not? Yeah, relax there. Seems one of the girls dropped their glasses in the arena. She said that they dropped the second floor of the arena. The second floor. But she isn't sure. I'd be great if you could poke around the second floor of your arena as well. She lost them in the second floor. Please try to find them sometime during the second round period. Thanks. Alright, and let's get this over with then. Into the second arena. Alright, here we go again. This is the yep, it's this area. The
まだ所作にぎこちなさが残るっていうか、全然頼りないっていうか。あ、いえ、ダメ出しではなく、そういうのも好きですから、私。
I'm sure. Alright, let's see what these guys have. Alright, yeah, let me see. We can try getting damage. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. We do need to get damage for that achievement. So yeah. Although it is gonna take a lot of time to get enough damage in to get that, because it's way too much. Also, I don't really think it's worth to grind in this area if you're at my level at least right now. Yeah, I think we just win from just doing this. It should be a perfect victory, which is pretty much also something we need. Off he goes. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any more levels. Or at least one more is the maximum we will get here, because these guys do not give many HP. Not HP, you know what I mean, right? They don't give off many XP, I mean. There we go. I think I haven't shown off the new skill we've got. Right. I guess I'll show you. Let me see. Not equip. It's status, right? It is absorbs MP when using break. Okay, I guess I can show you. This guy's predictable. I can show you the skill here. Perfect, really. Alright, so you take a look here. Get a buff there. And we get a little bit back. See, like that. It is unfortunate we got hit like that, but well, we're fine really. We'll just use Frigid Heaven and get this done with. Be guarded, that's unfortunate. Nice, we did quite a good amount of damage there, and we got a crit. Perfect. I don't think skills can do critical damage, so, but don't quote me on that, but I don't think they do. Open up. Give me the points. It is that direction. Alright, off we go, fight you. It was pretty close. Alright, so... I'm guessing it's something of like this.
見ていてください。ご苦労様します。
Nope, it isn't.
それ。存分に恨んでくださいまし。おあいにく様、ブサイクモデルに用は
Alright, that one is all done. We can go over here then. There it is.
大きな建物が2回戦の大鳥になるんでしょうね。西洋の独壇場がどれだけのものか今から楽しみです。
Yep. Alright, let's just fight this guy and then heal up.
参ります。見ていてください。ご苦労様。
One,
敵面。ご苦労様。
two. Yeah, I figured it'd be a trick. There we go. At least we got him.
はい、お粗末様でした。こう中身を。
I can finish up the map here with this. Let me see. Do we have the? I think we have the fast. Yeah, we have the fast one. Let's put that on, so we can be a little bit faster doing this. Yeah, right now I can go up, fight this guy. Right, these guys are like triangles, right? So let me see. It's probably this.
いきますよ。
Yep.
ご苦労様。飛んできた。聞いてください。ご苦労様します。
And he's gone.
存分に恨んでくださいまし。サクッと次に行きましょう。
Come on.
参ります。
Let's see. This one,
行
yeah.
きますよ。やっちゃいます。聞いてください。はい、お粗末様でした。おあいにく様、ブサイクモデルに用はないと言いますか。
Okay, I'm here. Uh-huh.
行きますよ。聞いてください。やっちゃいます。
Huh. That wasn't like that. Weird. Huh.
さあ、もっといい声で泣い
Give
て
me a
もらい
second.
ましょう。
Got something on my screen. God damn it. Oh. The what's the name of the thing?
頑張りますね。
GOG is doing an update and blocking a bit of my screen. There we
お
go.
粗末様でした。時間の無駄でしたね。
Right. We have this area here, and now we can head back where we were. There we go. Now we go up. Fight this guy. Let me see. It should be something like that, right?
行きますよ。何を返します。
Nope. Hey, at least we got that one right.
飛んできた。
Off he goes.
はい、お粗末様でした。
Oh, we are gonna get a level on this one. That's pretty good.
経験値をありがとう。
With this
行き
guy.
ますね。バリバリ呪うぞ。
Alright, that's a perfect battle there, right there.
聞いてください。
One more. Ah, man, come on, you kidding me. That wasn't it?
存分に恨んでくださいましね。
Alright, we get another level.
やりました。レベルアップです。
Let's get our trigger and there we go.
マスター、準備を。
Trigger obtained. We obtained the cipher key. If you want to keep exploring, I'll be right here by your
こ
side.
れでバッチリです。
Yeah, let's at least finish up the map recon. Nothing really special happens here, just tomorrow we're gonna get into another servant fight. But other than that, it's nothing really all that special.
参ります。いきますよ。ご苦労様。
I think these guys are the ones who give the most XP out of this entire area, so that's why I fought a lot of them. The fish bites.
死んでください。
Alright, yo, see you later.
存分に恨んでください。
180, yeah, that's pretty much the ones who give us the most XP.
経験。チャリン。
Ether fragment, and this one should be fortune key, so that's not the tiger thing. Where was it again? Ah, there it was. There it is. Mystic Eye Skillers.
アイテムゲットです。
Forgot to go over there to get that little last bit. There we go. And here we go. Alright, map's complete. Let's get out of here. Alright, that's everything. Let's leave.
無事終わりましたね、ご主人様。
Alright. Alright, save and that's done. On to the next day. For no real reason, I head to the chapel, where I encounter the man dressed in green, Dan. Sorry about yesterday. I do think that the fact that your wound did not threaten your life is a silver lining, however. I think helping others is good and all, but don't you think using a command seal is going a little bit too far? I've never seen Caster act timid. I guess there are people in the world that'll cow even her. Yes, I've been questioning my actions as well. To use one of the free command seals given to me to help my enemy of all things. Command seals. Free irrefutable commands given to all masters in the Holy Grail War. If it's within the rules, they will guarantee an action is performed, whatever the cost. But it was right. It was the right thing to do. Also, I'm here on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen. It has been a long time since... No, it's the first time a fight has been for personal reasons. As a mere soldier, I'd have praised Archer's actions. As a knight, I must condemn them. And as I did, I could almost feel if the spirit of my wife approved and was proud of me. It's the same story every old man has. It's been so long since I've even forgotten the sound of her voice. It's an obvious truth. As a soldier, one is required to abide by military regulations. There are no allowances made for even one, such as myself, to go beyond what is permitted. You should take care too. The ends don't always justify the means. Regret is an insidious thing. If you let it, it will blind you to the future and all it holds. So know this, young lady. I will never condone any conduct that will stain my conscience. Nothing more came from that, for what seemed to be an apology of sorts. And beyond the journey itself, the path of the Grail lies in dignity and self-respect. It's odd that I speak like this to you. You do well to laugh at the musings of this old man. With that said, the old man closed his eyes. It'd be the worst form of bad manners to disturb him while he's praying. It'd be better if I just leave. Ah, Master, isn't today the day that Rhaenyra was supposed to read the stars for us? It's a great chance to get an added advantage, and it'd be stupid to waste it. Like, yes. Indeed. Let's go see what Rodney has to say. But before that, let's go talk to Caster and see if she has anything to say. We only got the important combo tomorrow, so there's that. Alright, anything special? Nope. Nothing new. Alright. Off to the first floor to talk to Rodney. There she is. She just pops up. Good day. It seems you've brought something of Sir Blackmore's as I requested. I'll give you my thanks. You brought it at the right time, as I can reach Sir Blackmore's stars today. She said she wished to learn more about people and humanity in general, but still, I wonder if what I'm doing now is really okay. As a master, I feel uneasy having another master help me, especially as we might have to fight one another. My professor's words are my guide. They told me specifically to learn about humans. So please, put your mind at ease. You have nothing to worry about from me. Learning more about Sir Blackmore will help your cause as well, correct? With her mechanical reasoning, Ron examines what might be Archer's arrows. She mumbles and nods in understanding. With this, brushing the object softly with her fingers, Ronnie closes her eyes and turns her face to the sky. The fate of which the star speaks. You can learn many things if you simply open your mind. The star which governs Sir Blackmore's servant shines brightly in the heavens today. To be honest, I have no clue as to what astrology is or what it's supposed to accomplish, but she claims that today is a certain portent can be read in the stars, and I believe she can see things about his servant. Astrology? Pretty good at it, but she seems to be an astrologer of the highest order. But I really want to know more about this professor person. Maybe she'll tell us more about him. But maybe this isn't the time to indulge my curiosity. We need to focus on that Archer for now. I find myself in the forest. It's deep, dark. Running her hand along Archer's arrow, the now entranced Ronnie begins speaking in a quiet tone. An incredibly dark color. Time's a harbinger of infamy. A life spent in darkness. Admiration mixed with trepidation, the color of the solitary path he walks. His green-clad form blends in with the forest. He snipes his enemies from the shadows. It seems that the servant's way of life created a noble phantasm that will conceal him. Life that consists of cowering in the darkness, shooting his enemies from afar. It seems totally at odds with Dan, who would fight in dignity and honor. I agree. I think that there must be some sort of longing hidden deep within his soul, a desire to live an honest life, out in the full light and warmth of the sun. I racked my brain trying to think of a hero and legend who would fit such a description. I started with those who are heroes because they were named so, though that would take a while. Well, I'm definitely not a hero. Hatefully cute. Awesome wife. Definitely. I feel bad for him. Only if the heroic spirit I find myself allied to share the same bleak history. Oh yeah. As I try to follow this line of thought, Ronnie begins to speak again in the same quiet tone. This may not be the one that I'm searching for. To say clearly, I'm not sure though. Longing is a reason for his fissure, and it's something told by my professor as a part of humans that I understand. I can feel him deep within the second floor of the arena. Maybe we should talk to him directly. After lowering her head in a bow, and thanking me again, she once again turns her eyes to the sky. A mismatched cog. I wonder if it will mesh with anything, with my servant, with all that's happening around me. Alright. Well, I think that's pretty much all we can do. Come on. We'll go to the first floor. And we need to go to the second floor. Do we have any remedies? That's my question. That's what the three of we have will work. Alright, off we go. Oh, that poor man. Coming from the chapel in remembrance of his wife, this is so tragic. He might be a good guy after all. Still have every intention of beating him to a pulp though. Having to fight someone like him, it's so depressing. Let's go before I start crying. While I share Caster's feelings about that, I'm glad that it hasn't affected her will to fight. I suppose we should head to the arena now. Right, I almost forgot. So thanks for reminding me, Caster, of the chapel. We need to level you up for a little bit. Let's see here. I want to... Nah, it's not enough. I want to get strength up to C at least.
こうやってちびち
Oh, that's good. Alright, that's done. Let's get to the arena now. It wants us to be level 14. I guess we can do a little grinding tomorrow. Master, they're here. The second floor is lousy with their sense of their presence. Now they're penalized. We should at least try to attack them, right?
それでは張り切っていきましょう
Ah, that's what I'm missing. I was wondering what I was missing. You can see there on the map that I'm missing a few things. I guess we can beat this guy up. These guys are pretty predictable. Yeah, see? Right. Either it's this one or... No, it's either this or this.
バリバリ呪うぞ
But you were correct.
お返しです聞いてください飛んできた存分に恨んでくださいましね
Yeah, I guess we can attack the fish bites here before we fight Dan.
参りますバリバリ呪うぞそれ中を探るの敵面やっちゃいますそれはいお粗末様でしたお疲れ様参ります見ていてください
It is a bit of a shame that this doesn't count as a perfect battle since we do get a little bit of damage in by weight guard, but oh well.
飛んできた
We get this over with quickly.
存分に恨んでくださいましねお疲れ様経験値をありがとう
Alright, let's just finish this, and I think that's pretty much all we needed, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, let's just finish this off then.
いきますね見ていてください何のそれ何のお返しです飛んできた何のそれ
Oh yeah, you survived by 5 HP, huh?
はいお粗末様でした
There we go.
経験値をありがとうございます
And that's pretty much it. We can just go ahead and fight then. Alright, I am gonna replace this with the one that gives us HP and MP. There we go. And I'm also gonna top off caster just in case. There we go.
仲いいですねこういうの
Alright, off we go. They are standing in a room of someplace. It looks more spacious than normal. A slender man clad in green and a knight he serves. It's Dan and his servant. What do we do now, boss? They did appear right in front of us. With a handy weapon, my servant squints their eyes upon hearing Dan's and Archer's words.
哀れですね
We appeared. I was doing the same thing about you. You're the one who's been sneaking around like a mouse. They want to talk. Who is the one creeping around like a rodent right now, huh? Even when you were a living hero, you hid in the shadows so often that you can no longer find the sun. Ah, I see. Maybe you're jealous of that old man, and are trying to be like him, appearing openly like this. Ho, hit the nail on the head, Caster. Caster's words seem to take Archer totally by surprise, and before words touch the enemy's very core. For a moment, his normal calm demeanor becomes incredibly flustered. Whatever could be the matter? If you don't hide soon, I'll torch you with the light of the sun. Archer's eyes shine with an evil intent. As he reaches under his cape, I fear he may unleash his little phantasm. I will hide myself just as you ask. Now experience the slaughter of the Sherwood Forest. Calm yourself, Archer. Your behavior is completely out of character. Yeah, I know. Sir Bossman, your request is kind of a pain in the ass, you know. Do you realize who I am, don't you? Ask me to fight toe to toe. Are you drunk or something? I really don't get it. If you take away my element of surprise, what else is there left for me? My looks, maybe? My sweet handsome face? Alas, it's only work on simple village lasses. You wish to complain? It's your prowess as a hunter to depend on the power of the faceless king. No, well, I mean, even if I get nervous around that, okay? I do have pride in my archery skills, though. Then fight with that in mind. A sniper such as yourself would be more than anyone else would know more than anyone else about your skills, and what I know would send chills down through most people. I have confidence in you, Archer. It's not like I have a choice. I disapprove of all of this, but I will obey. It's my master after all. Unfortunately for me, my opponent is a mere chick. I rarely attack directly, but it shouldn't matter in this case. A baby bird. Really? Master, I think there's something wrong with my ears. I just heard something about it's beyond moronic. Huh? Of course there's something wrong with them. They're freaking huge! I've never seen a fox girl before. Ah! I was just struck with the thought. I will never get along with Green Boy. I was thinking the same about a certain overgrown fox. Your master is a rookie. Clear enough for you? I get it now. It's not my ears that are at fault. It's that this lump you call a brain. I thought so. Or did you intend for your pathetic mewling to be some kind of righteous joke? I was hoping for a bit more sincerity in your sarcasm. Seriously, is a bird and fox the best you can do? But considering your position as a self-proclaimed pseudo-hero, maybe being imaginative is beyond you. Goddamn fox. But then again, I'm always pretty good at hunting down foxes. Sorry, but this is where things get serious. Cry and beg all you want, I won't forgive you. Is that so? I pity weaklings like you, but if that was a joke, I'd only leave you half dead. If you're even 1% serious, I'd never forgive you. I think you need to die now. I'm turning you into a pitch pincushion right now. It's been a while since I've headed out such an interesting game. It really is funny that Castor and Archer have like the most not toxic, but like confrontational tone. It is somewhat interesting. All right, let's go for spirit theft. We can go for this one just attack. Go for this one for break, and then try using break, see if this does anything. That's pretty much gonna be our strategy for most of Castor's fights. It's pretty much a guaranteed stun, so we can safely attack them the next turn. We got a nice stun there. We got a break. Now we got that. Let me see. We can use attack, then use break, then use this and break. Yep, I figured we wouldn't be able to do that one. We got hit by poison arrow, which kind of sucks. But we can cure that later. Get stunned, and it is pretty much the strategy. You stun him, then you use break, so we can get a little bit of MP back. It's not enough, but it's better than nothing, really. Yep. Alright, so we can just do this and this. Then we can do this. Alright. I figured. Hey, we got 1. 2, a nice critical there. You gain strength, which kinda sucks. Guarded, which also kinda sucks. There is one for guarding too later on. Yep, survived, thank god. I think that does more damage when we get poisoned, so there was a possibility of we dying, but we're good. I'm tired of this. Really, this whole ordeal is totally a waste of time and effort. I will not allow vulgar and pitiful language, Archer. As my servant, I wish you to behave as a knight. Sure stuff getting, Mr. Bossman. I know, foul play and stuff is a no-no. Jeez, cut off my arms and legs already. Ever heard of these things people call personalities? Well, if you have to, the best archers can shoot with their teeth. Pretty hardcore. Alright, I'll be your knight in shining armor. I'm not so hard at being a knight, but I'm not too bad with a lance. Excellent spirit. We are already en route to the next battlefield. Do not let your focus sway. Off they go. They finally went away. That was tough on me, though. Once we are sure Dan and Archer are gone, Caster relaxes a little. A small smile forms on her lips. Did you hear, Master? He spoke of where he was from, Shearwood Forest. That woman, Rani or whatever, her astrology reading was extraordinary. She was right on the mark. Also, Dan mentioned a fairly important keyword, the Faceless King. With that info, I think we are closing in on Archer's true name. I should look into it more when I return to campus. We don't really need to. The Matrix level is all we need. We don't really need to physically go to the library and search. It just gives us a little bit more explanation on what the thing is. Alright, and then we get to the next day. This day is the one we actually have a special convo with Caster again. Take a look. Yeah, you can take a look if you want. It's over here. Save. Alright, that's that. Look anxious, Master. Caster's so perceptive. When I glance over, she looks genuinely concerned about me. It's fine, I'm not going to let that backwoods scoundrel get the best of me. See, you'll be fine because you are with me, Master. Her smile makes everything alright. I can't help believing her when she says things are fine. But then there's still something I need to ask her. Will she use her true noble phantasm? If you like to see it, we won't get it until like week 4 or something. It's unfortunate because her noble phantasm is actually quite useful. But I don't need to deal with this guy. Do you believe in me, Master? Your ears are cute. Huh? Okay, that's not what I meant. But I'll do absolutely my best if you believe in me, Master. Can you ask you a little favor? If you win, please, praise me. After talking to Caster, I feel like all the butterflies in my stomach have disappeared. I wish I could bottle this good feeling and take it to the battle tomorrow. For now, though, I'll finish my preparations. Alright, I do think this is gonna be a pretty short video, all things considered. I was not expecting this to just go that smoothly. Alright, let's see if, let's go for the special convo with Caster now. Now that we're back to our room, a smile is back on Caster's face. Even though the poisoning put her in a foul mood, she seems to have put it behind her. In fact, you'd think the poisoning was ancient history. I worry that she's too ADD sometimes. I dodged the question with a vigorous shake of my head. After pause, she's sensitive to criticism, but she doesn't like her flightness to being pointed out.
とう。ギャン言っちゃいました。私ったら恥ずかしい。
She's embarrassed. I am embarrassed one. Why Caster puts on this innocent persona, I have no clue. There's more fox than her fur. I'm getting used to you is the better option of all of these. I'm still not used to combat. In fact, I might not feel like second nature until the tournament ends. What I am getting used to is the person whose soothing presence I'm taking for granted is her. Her strange take on things is often a breath of fresh air. I use this opportunity to thank her for being herself.
それはようございました。いや、でも、私の立ち回り、そんなに変ですか?
Compared to the other two, a little bit. Yeah, I do think she does have a bit more fourth wall breaking comments than the rest of them.
っていうか、変って分かってるのに、ありがとうなんておかしいと思うんですけど。
Well, we're made for each other, I guess. She's right. I guess it makes me the weird one for taking such a pleasure in her idiosyncrasies. I'd rather she speak what's really in her mind than obscure the truth.
そっか。ありがとうございます、マスター。でも、ちょっとだけ照れますね。
Caster murmurs her words. There's an uncharacteristic tone of melancholy to her tone.
まあ、どうあれ、余裕が出てきたことはいいことです。そんなご主人様に、可愛いサーバントからご褒美というか、出血大サービスというか、ぶっちゃけ、ご主人様にもっと私のことを知ってほしいので、何でも疑問にお答えしちゃいます。
Caster hands me something unusual. It's a calligraphy brush. She then produces a paper in an inkstone. God knows where she got them. I see it in perfect posture. Caster flourishes her brush elegantly across the paper, writing, "Just one question, okay?" Wow, her handwriting is so girly. She's practically using her heart in it. Alright, then. Yeah, what she wants us to ask is, what the things you like? I wonder what Caster likes to do. Does she have any hobbies? What kind of information can she give me will shed light on her mysterious personality?
私の好きなものとか、もうご主人様ったらおとなしい顔して欲求がストレートなんですから、この。
Actually, it might be better to leave this to her a mystery. I thought Cass was just pretending to be bubbly, but now I realize her energy might be animal exuberance.
温泉旅行が好きですね。温泉がではなく、温泉旅行がというのがミソ
Really?
で
The
す。
trip to the hot spring
二人
itself?
きりってのが重要です。
Yeah, that makes
あ
sense.
とはお料理も大好きです。調理ではなく愛妻料理というのが肝ですね。旦那様のありなしが重要です。
Huh. I
あ
guess.
とはプレゼントも大好きです。ご主人様が選んでくれるというのが最高です。でも安物だったら悲しいです。
Yeah, I guess. Okay, it's just me or in anime is always the pink-haired girls who are the frisky ones.
でも考えてみれば今の私たちも新婚みたいなものですし。
In a roundabout way, I guess that's one way to describe the servant-master contract.
私こうしているだけで幸せです。ね、ご主人様。今はそれどころじゃありませんけど、もしお休みとかあったら今の言葉を思い出してくださいね。私全力でお弁当を作って待ってますから。プレゼントはあれば嬉しいけど、そんなのは二の次です。一番大事なのは二人で出かけるってことなんですから。
Cass's sweet smile steals my breath away. I'll be the first to admit I'd have no idea how serious she is, but she sure has a brilliant smile. And that was that. After this, there's not much else going on. We can just talk to Taiga, go to the arena, and then we have entered their last day. Alright, let's go to the first floor, talk to her, get her stuff back, and do that. Ah, you found the glasses. Thank you so much. You really helped me out. As a token of my appreciation, allow me to present you with this fabulous decorative plant. Let's take a look at it, since it's different from each character. There it is. A little, actually pretty big, trees, all things considered.
そろそろ行きますか。名札。
Nope, nothing new. Alright. And as always, I am gonna go into the arena. Since there's nothing special going on today, I will just cut when we're done. Let me see, we don't have any levels, no, but I will, let me see, are we level 13? Yeah, I will level up her once, and that's gonna be it. Alright, I will see you in a little bit. Give me a second while I reach here. Alright, I will see you in a little bit. Alright, here we are, and let's get done. We did level up to level 14,
お見事でした。
and that was that. Tomorrow's elimination battle, Master. Not a single one of that nasty guy's arrows will hit you. So tell me, I've done a good job when the battle is over. We got everything. Nothing really special there, nothing really special there. And let's save the progress. On to the last day. Today's elimination battle. I trust your preparations went smoothly? I turned towards the voice coming from behind me. He wears the clothes of a priest, which in the end only makes his snide tongue more jarring. Come to the first floor when ready. You can do something trifling like stop by the commissary if needed. Apparently finished with he opens the door and lets himself out. In preparation for the elimination battle, I should go to the chapel in the commissary, or I could go to my personal room and sort out information to the enemy servant, and then once that's in order, I'll go work on Tominia's. Indeed, we actually have a few things to do right now, which is organize our information first, yes, of course. I talked to Cass to see if she has anything special to say.
そろそろ行きますか。
Nope.
名札ろ。
Nothing new. Alright, let's review the information we have. Dan Blackmore. Our opponent this time is a veteran soldier. Since I could never hope to make up decades of experience in a week, he's clearly got the advantage. I'm the inferior master, but when it comes to servants, this servant's class is... It's an archer. Today, arena, the servant fired a poison arrow at me. Kind of precise marksmanship was enough to tell me the enemy class is an archer. Although it's clear he said shot severed some kind of bond between master and servant. Dan forbid the servant to use his bow to fire poison arrows. That bow that bow is his noble phantasm called. Name is noble phantasm that forbid the servant to using was the Yu bow. The name of the servant's uttering bow is the Yu bow. After Archer wielded it to the prep period, Dan utilized the command seal to disable its further use, telling him to fight fairly. Fighting face to face with honor and pride. Seeing as now Archer fought so differently in his life, of course he doesn't get his master's values. The girl who helped me deduce that was the sky-gazing beauty from the third floor, Rani. With the remains of the Archer's arrows, she showed me the forest that she held dear. The name of the forest was the Shearwood Forest. There we go. Right, it was a Shearwood Forest, and there is only one heroic spirit who is active there, Robin Hood. There's zero doubt the name of the archer's true name. Even with his true name and taking into account the discord between master and servant, can I win? Our servants are pretty evenly matched, so if I can step up my game as a master... Alright. It's simple enough, right? Alright, so now we need to level up a little bit. Increase our strength for... I think this should be the last time we increase our strength. Not really sure if that's correct, but let's take a look. Oh my god, we are 1 point away from Cursed Chaos Heaven, which is the guard one. It is really annoying. We'll get it in the next one. I guess we can take a look at the Matrix if you really want to. I'm not reading it since I already read it in the Cyber playthrough. It's quite of a lot, but it's not really all that much, really. Alright, that's it. Now, to the commissary so we can get some remedies, because honestly, they are basically only useful on this fight, all things considered, since it basically just completely shuts off his noble phantasm. I'll put 20. Alright. We have the correct ones, we have Cypher Rebuke and this one, real good. And let's get on with it. You will now enter the Colosseum and confront the opposing master. Are you ready? Remember, the only way to leave the Colosseum is to win. If you are ready, I will open the gate. Let's go. The way to the Colosseum is now open, young master. I wish you the best of luck and hope you all will return. Remember, it's killed or be killed. 1, 2, and open. Our opponent's master is, should I put this withered like the dead, dry grass? Must be, too much effort for the grizzled old thing to talk, but I'm bored. Hey, servant, say something. Huh? What's the point in talking to someone who's about to jump into their grave? Although I'm about ready to chew my arm off to get away from Grumpy here. The guy doesn't even fart without a purpose. I'd given up trying to make small talk with him. Hey, enemy master, why don't you try talking to Grumpelstiltskin over there. Why does he fight? There's no why in war. Once one enters the battlefield, they only fight to achieve their objective. A soldier does not cannot have a reason to fight. That is how things were when I was a soldier. Though my life has changed much since that time, I've never needed a why. Don't you hate it when you're right? Like I said, the guy's a steel trap. Thanks for trying to pry him open. Yeah, this guy. He's so typical. He's in love with himself, but nothing likable about him. He's got nothing on my master. The old guy is, well, he's decent, but his servant's plain rotten. He's got mean-spirited little underling who totally does not deserve to look so hot. You call yourself a heroic spirit? Why don't you switch positions with your master? I wish. My master's so straight-laced that any typical heroic spirit like me gets tied up in knots. I'd let you on a little secret. Not all of us heroic spirits are noble in life. That would be boring. Oh, and on that note, careful you don't get nailed from behind again. You know, only wretched people think that people around them are wretched. But really, from behind, that's the position pathetic cowards and hopeless weaklings attack from. Luckily for you, my kind-hearted master would never exploit your weak spots with my subterfuge skills. Oops, it's a secret that I'm actually better at seeking stuff. Heh. What's with this domestic strife I'm sensing over here? You don't care to surprise attacks, master? So far, how far is too far? No foul play, no dirty tricks? No, I don't. Man, you're so uptight. Good luck with that. Don't get carried away, Archer. You call that carrying away, master? You're plundering our enemies for entertainment right before the battle. Yes, that is excessive. Ding, correct. If you don't like it, then put on the helmet and march that armor and drown out the sound. But I want to talk to the enemies. Why don't you listen in and learn what the kids are into these days? Because if you got any more ancient, they put you in a museum. Your poorly phrased advice is duly noted, but mutual understanding will come on the battlefield. Ha! You have no idea how to have fun with all that killing. That guy's kinda unwind. Bowstrings that one too tightly snaps, isn't that right? I don't know. You're serious type 2? What, am I the only one here under the age of 1 billion? You will never gain the proper attitude to fight. Lighten up, master. Things will be much easier for us if you just accept life as petty parts. I'd go on that undefended back of yours. That's how an archer would fight. I have to be nimble on my feet. Chivalry and ideology are all stiff and would just slow me down. Listen, Archer, you will fight as I direct. Not again. Fine, I get it. Your wish is my command. Watch my master for you. He can't keep his chivalry in his pants, even with a kid like you around. I just wish you understood that not everyone can take pride in their lives. And off we go. Sudden rumbling snaps me out of the spell my opponent's words put me under. We're at the battlefield. The time to fight the warrior of unparalleled determination has come. Let's go, Archer. The time has come to embrace the battlefield once again. So run back to your hole, fox monster. Oh, I think we've got some sore losers in our hand, Master. I've already been decided that my gorgeous master will win the war, and I will be the heroine. You the heroine? What kind of lame story is that? Daydream all you want, but in the real world the strongest wins. That's what I said. That's why I said we'll win. You're such an idiot. I had enough of you. Just die. I've got enough arrows for both you and your master. Let's begin. Live or die by the sword. Alright, might as well use this. In a way, she is, yeah. Alright, so let's not try to waste too many of these. Let's just go for this and this. Of course. Hey, we got one at least. We got two. And we got him stunned, so that's pretty good. Neat. Alright, I'm gonna heal her up. Alright. We can break here. There we go, got a little bit of our stuff back. We got poison arrow. We got poison, which sucks. Not if we remedy, the guy can use his noble phantasm later. Nice crit there, and we got... I do think the poison does half our... does like half our HP, so that's something to look out for. Anyways, let's go for attack, let's go for break, let's go this, break, and then let's go on a guard. Maybe I think he always starts with guard, actually. Alright, that's that. Nicely done. We are gonna get this one. And then this, and then we can break, and then we can do guard. Oh no, yeah, I forgot he always uses guard. That was definitely on me. Poison again, which kind of sucks, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Ah, well, damn it, our stuff's gone. I'm gonna have to do that one later. No, that sucks. I don't think he's gonna use his noble phantasm just yet, so I'm just gonna have to do that one. I'm gonna go ahead and save, but yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Let's go for this. Let's go for a guard here. Alright, let's not use anything else. Let's just heal ourselves. There we go.
火力を上げろ。助かるぜ。遅すぎだって。逃げてないぜ。
Well, that really sucks. Alright, we are gonna get hit, but we still have pretty good HP. Alright, we get to use Remedy here. Now we can break. What do we do? I think I'm just gonna guard. I think I'm gonna attack here, and then I'm gonna use attack for break. This. Alright, let's try it. Poison arrow. Fuck, that sucks. We guarded. We guarded. That's awesome. We didn't get poisoned. There we go. Fuck, that was bad. That was not good. Damn. Alright, what do we do here? Nice, we're doing pretty good damage, all things considered. Alright, now we can do this one more, a little bit better. I'll use this one. I'm just gonna save just in case. Let me see. Poison arrow again. I think we get poison this one. Yeah, sucks. Nice. Do we get? Ah, we didn't get the full free. That kinda sucks, but what will you do? Alright, now we know it's time to use your remedy. Because they will say if they're gonna use a Noble Phantasm. So let's break, then do this one. This is not gonna do anything to me, since we're not poisoned. I think. Yep. Doesn't do jack shit to me because I'm not poisoned. Yeah, like the lore of the Noble Phantasm is to make the poison in us explode. Yeah, let's use the Spirit Thief, Garb, because he's gonna use the poison one. And yeah, what the hell? We don't really get much info. So let's just try using this. We still got poison. Fuck, that sucks. Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna save again and let's see, what do we have? I think it's better to just heal. When we know they're gonna use a Noble Phantasm, I think that should probably be the better time to do things. Alright, so let's go for attack and that. Yep, we got Faceless King on. And get stunned. And now we can do 2. of these, which is pretty good.
奇戦だな
Gets regeneration, which sucks.
助かるぜ
How much does he get? A little bit.
いいだろう仕留めるがいい
Again, remedy.
車種よ
This. Then we can just start using straight up just all our attack stuff. Alright, let's go. I don't think it's enough to kill, but it should be close enough.
我が墓地はこの矢の先に
彫像の出来上がりです
見えてるって
Remedy guarded.
当選よく
We should be pretty close to his death. We get 100.
頑張ります
Uh-huh.
彫像の出来上がりです
Stunned. Alright, he gets
やろう
a little bit.
俺の罠を乗り越えやがった落ち着けアーチャー戦いはここからだ
Alright, we do this. Then we go try to do a few more breaks, I guess. Try to fish out for
頑張りますね
MP regeneration. He probably is gonna use his arrow. Alright, never mind. I saw what he's gonna use. I'm just dumb. Uses Wall of Thorns. Which is not that bad, really. Doesn't have his regeneration anymore, which is pretty good. Got a stunt. And we got hit. Alright, we should be good.
割に合いませんわやっぱ
Just in case I'm gonna heal. Alright, this should be
頑張
enough.
りますね感謝です
This definitely should be enough. Next one.
生き物ってなこれだけで死ぬもんだよ
Nice, we got it, and now we do it. There we go.
すまねえな旦那
Once we know his pattern, it's not that complicated. Alright. We dealt with the enemy's we dealt the enemy a finishing blow. Feels like I'm watching in slow motion. His artist's chest is impaled. Impaled by what? Caster uses a mirror. Whoops. Oops, that's bad. That's not what I wanted. Whoops, whoops. What the fuck did I do? Whoops. Oops, sorry about that. That was weird. Then Blackmore looks dazed. He's staring at the caster as if my servant is some divine being. I mean, technically.
くそ
Crazy.
何やってんだよ俺は
My master has more ability and more determination than you, so how? No, Archer. It seems I still lack the experience. I doubted myself too greatly in this tournament. It seems having a reason to fight is not the same as truly believing in that reason. I never doubted my desire to be a warrior, but that life has given me regrets. I wanted the Holy Grail to bring back my late wife, a still delusion. My whole life I praise myself for giving up my individual feelings and aspirations like a good soldier. Only at the very end did I dare to have my own goals and decide to abandon military life. I cannot believe I was trying to fight just a man. It was foolish of me to pit my pride as a knight against my feelings as a person. So foolish. I just wanted to get back what I had lost before the end. But I wonder which choice I wished for, my late wife or the person I was before I became a soldier. The elderly knight falls into silence. Both he and his servant starts to disintegrate. But I'm surprised in you. When you unleashed that final attack, you had no doubt in yourself. Even though you can't describe what it is just yet, there must be something that gives you a purpose. My wish. A wish to bring back the dead was nothing to boast about. Though through your trials are many, keep living, young one. Your struggles will steel your determination. Now, I apologize for what you have to see me like this, but I am at peace with my defeat. Because of the first time I am the ground from which a youth with a bright future might grow. But his final smile was beaming. Dan Blackmore's face was no longer stern, but kind and grandfatherly.
すまねえな。
I'm sorry, Master. I knew I was good for a fair fight. You needed someone better than a charlatan like me. I'm so sorry. But our servant wouldn't have failed you like this. No, I'm the one to blame, Archer. Restricting your actions was selfish and damaging to your dignity. Bit late for that now, Master. You have no idea the torment you've been putting me through. Why are you apologizing anyways? You're making me sound like a moron here. Why do you care about me? Whether we win or lose, I still vanish in the end. I mean, I did have a wish of my own, but I was more interested in having a good time. Gotta tell you, I've been rather boring to fight for you, Master. There is something else to apologize for you. A warrior's pride must be held to value to you. As long as I don't have to do it every day, it's a decent change of pace. Boring as it's been, playing knight was a healthy thing for me to try, you know. Well, although I was never given a chance, I've always wanted to try to become a badass knight. Dan's Archer looks down as if in embarrassment. He mumbles under his breath, as if he doesn't want us to hear. So really, don't apologize. You've had a good run. There's nothing to feel ashamed about. Jeez, I didn't even think I'd be able to pull off a single battle in this stupid tournament. And life had everything I wanted. Wealth, fame, friendship, success, but a fair fight was the one thing I never had, so it's okay. I finally did something I was never able to do. See you later, Robin Hood. Like he said, it was the end. Moments later he vanished. He looks at peace. He lived his life in the shadows, protecting this village without acknowledgement. In his final moments he seemed that he has found a way to get beyond the bitterness he felt. I'm sorry. Thank you, Archer. Hakuno, quite troubling to listen to the dying words of an old man. From here on out, no matter what enemy you may encounter or who you may have to defeat, feel it, think about it, process it, accept your doubts, and don't be crippled by them. Above all, accept the consequences of your actions and turn all you learn and feel into strength. If you wait until the end to think, you'll end up with regrets, and if possible, I like to get the meaning from your battles. Through battles, find the reason you fight, and the reason you can't lose, find your answers. It's your responsibility to have the answers when you survive this war. Do you understand, Rising Star? Don't forget. Finally, I'll be able to see her again. It's been too long. Anne. He whispers a woman's name. It is spoken in a hopeful tone. With his answer warming his heart, Dan Blackmore disappears. I hope that nothing I said threw you off. Victory was yours in the end, though, Master. The worst part about being young is having old people lecture you. Who needs to hear lectures about motives or being prepared? The only person who gets to decide about having a motive is you. Maybe you have a noble cause, maybe you don't. Actually, it's more freeing when you have none at all. Although casters might not like it, I think it's a good idea to have goals and be prepared. To question another person's motive, dreams in life is what it means to take part in the war. To kill those who don't want to be killed. Hey, Master, are you listening to that old guy had to say? I have no idea what he was saying. Did you learn anything? Did I learn anything about my find from Dan? Yes. I knew it. I knew you would say, that's what you would say, Master. You and I think alike, Master. You don't have any trouble with the next battle at this rate. Next battle, right. There's a third round and a fourth and so on. I'm still kind of lost. But if that's the path before me, then I owe it to the lives lost so far to keep fighting. Right or wrong, that's one way to think about things. And that's the Robin Hood fight. Particularly hard once we know his patterns. I was just being a bit of an idiot there. He always starts with guards, so it's always good to break and things like that. Yep. And now we got the Faceless King. We've got the Virgin, if you want to read up on his skills, and Robin Hood. You can pause to read if you want, but I already read all of this, so I'm not going to read it again. And yeah, that was Robin Hood. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Next time we are gonna get into the week 4, right? think it's week 4. Let's see, it is week 3. Yeah. Alright, let's save our progress, and that's gonna be it for now. Alright, everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra. Ciao!